Hey, welcome to another edition of Free DLC Ultimate Ark. And here I am on Valguero, going into this artifact cave, this temple cave here. And you see I have Lavratifa, the cave flying bat. I spent about a year on this map, and I have an earlier video on it, on official, where I have a video where I revisit that map so you can kind of see what some of the old times are. But I didn't have a bat back then. The Desmoduses did not exist. So you see I had to jump down here on a Deinonychus or something and fight my way through. Now you see here the nasties waiting for me in that pool, and I can just hover above them, no problems. I'm kind of looking for the entrance to the cave here, and is that it? No, it is not. Mistakes were made. And yeah, I am trying to get out. The eels are in my way. You see I'm almost there. You see my health is down to half. My armor's breaking. And whistling for Lavratifa to come rescue me, because for some reason I can't get out of there. It's a mess. Wouldn't be the first time I died in that pool. And yeah, that happened. Yeah, pretty exciting 2 minutes. First 2 minutes of the video. It's always nice to die, isn't it? Alright, now in this part, now I want you to pay attention real closely here, because I didn't. I knew I had this thyla here, and if you blinked, you missed it. Because if I would have saw it, it would have saved me a lot of time. And it'd save you a lot of video too, because I wouldn't have done this way. I still would have taken my thyla, but a lot of things, a lot of subsequent things that happen here would not have happened if I had been paying closer attention. And maybe some of you already know the mistake that I made, but I'm not going to reveal it just yet. But we're going to take Manny Man up into the temple, and I pretty much know my way around here because I used to live in this area when I lived on the official Valguero map. So I knew exactly how to get here, and of course lots of things spawn here that I have to fight off. Here we go, pushing the button, and in we go. Yes, I do have things sped up here a little bit so that we can kind of get through this part. As I said, I would have saved a good 6 minutes of this video if I had been paying closer attention back at the castle base. But my mind just wasn't all there. Here I am. I'm trying to whistle Lavratifa up to me, thinking that might save me a little bit of trouble. But in we go. And see, I'm still whistling. We will see Lavratifa in just a second. She is there. See her over there with all the eels parked around her. I'm a little reluctant to jump in there again after what just happened, but here we go. And the good thing is Manny Man is able to jump out pretty easily, and then those eels kind of park themselves on the shore. Very convenient. So we can start taking them down, and if you look at the damage numbers, they gradually go higher and higher, which makes me think that eels get some sort of pack buff. I don't know. I've never tamed eels. I think they're a passive tame. Let me know in the comments if you've ever tamed eels. Why? Nobody ever did. Frappajack is a guy I subscribe to, and he always does these lists, and one of them was most worthless tames. And he didn't have the eels on there, so I had to come back at him and let him know that eels, he probably didn't even know they could be tamed, but they can. And they are a worthless tame. Right up there with spiders, mantises. I don't think you can tame the stuff on the bottom here. There's that snail-looking thing. I can't remember what I called. And the Euryptids, the little lobsters that like to give lots of torpors. So I've got to use Man to clear all those out in order to get to my body, right? In order to get down to my body bag. So I'm clearing all this out in order to get to my bag. And of course I don't have an oxygen tank, so I have to watch my oxygen so I don't drown myself, because that's always a risk. There we go. We've gotten some more of the Euryptids. There's a few more. We're going to kill them all. You could just barely see them up underneath, and then here I am just about drowning again. So coming up for some air, and then you see a Laratifa wants to get involved, but sorry buddy, you're not equipped for this. Man barely is, but still a good lifesaver. Come on down to my bag, open it up, and it's empty. And I'm like, what the? I'm wondering what the heck is going on here. Why is that bag empty? And then it dawns on me. Do you know why the bag is empty? You will in a moment, because I jump on Laratifa, out the temple, and fly back to the castle base. Because it just occurred to me why my bag was empty. I didn't make a big deal out of it in the opener about who I was traveling with. Laratifa and Man were just two of the creatures that I brought. You'll see I also brought a Theory. I actually brought a whole Theory army. Eventually we're going to do the boss here. This is going to be our next boss, which is why we're after artifacts. And we'll also go for some tributes, but I'm not going to put all that on the air. We're just killing crocodiles and snakes and stuff. But, and the doggone bat always wants to be on the ceiling, which makes it hard to get to. Here I am searching my bags here. Let's just pop that loose. Yeah, right there. There's Chandra waiting for me, and there is my bag. If you watch the first 90 seconds of this video, you will see when I jump on the Thyla, Chandra does come back, but I didn't see her. And so I went and did all that stuff for nothing. I could have just scooped out my bag. I would have still taken Man and maybe cleared the eels out, but I wouldn't have had to do all that other stuff with the Euryptids and the snails and all that. Just to get back in there. So, we take Laratifa back in the temple and go where the artifact is supposed to be, and it's not there. And you see that there's another pool of water. We're going to stay well clear of that. We have learned our lesson. But yeah, this is where the artifact is supposed to be. This is kind of a single-player glitchy thing. So what you do is you fly away, do some other things. One of the things I'm going to be looking for is the door to the other part of this cave. Because it's been a couple of years since I've been in this cave. And then I come back and there it is. There's the artifact. So we just scoop that up. We are on our way. Now am I going to show every artifact I get on this map? I'm not even sure I'm going to get every artifact on this map. It would be just a lot easier to go to Crystal Isle and get all the artifacts off that map, because they're just so much easier. Here's the entrance to the second part of this cave. And again, if I'd have been thinking, I could have just eliminated this entire part of the video, and then if I would have been thinking, this would be like a 3-minute video. Because we'd just about be over already. But no, I'm going in here, and it was a good nostalgia trip, because, like I say, it's been a couple years since I've been in this cave. I had not been in here since my days playing on official. So here we go, and I'd kind of forgotten about this room here. I didn't remember that there even was a room here. And then as we get farther in here, I forgot about this too, the water. I was like, oh, okay. And yeah, we'll take that blood pack, but we don't really need it. We're not really going to use it. So yeah, I'm thinking that I might like to make a sleeping bag. But this tunnel's really easy. I mean, it's just, you can breathe. This is where things got hairy again. I got these 2 bats on me, and I am just not equipped for them. But fortunately, I'm able to kind of retreat and regather myself here. I am going to eat one of my super burgers, and you see my health going up. And I kind of let that simmer a little bit, let my health recover. Health and food. I can't remember what's in there. Prime meat and some other berries and stuff. Who knows? I can't remember how I made that, but I'm glad I did. I also made a super drink too that can help restore health. I have a couple of them in my inventory, you might have seen. Or I have one on my hotbar and one in my inventory. Anyway, here we go. We're going to get out La Retifa. And from here on out, we got the OG alpha bat right here, who will take care of the other bats. And see, I see that one coming. That's one that I had shot earlier. And short work. La Retifa. None of these bats in here are a match for La Retifa. But I'm picking up this drop, and that chest piece is a worthy find, because I didn't have a good fur chest piece. Now it's a journeyman. It's not the best, but it's better than anything I had. The Mastercraft chest hatchet, not so much. And there we go. There's our second artifact. Thing is, I'm only going to do the alpha boss, and we don't need that artifact for the alpha boss. So again, this video would have been a lot shorter if I would have just taken the shortcuts. But if I'm going to make a video, I don't want to just cheese it totally. There's a lot of cheesy aspects to this series as it is. But yeah, I remember having to do this cave with a Deinonychus because you couldn't take flyers in here. And a Deinonychus and a zip line, I think, is what I used to get up to the artifact. Actually, since it was unofficial, somebody else had already put zip lines in there. And so all I needed was a motor. And I think you need some kind of sap or something to get that, and somebody else on the server had some red sap or red gems or whatever. And I was able to make one with their help. That's a great thing on official servers. That community is going to be so missed because people helped each other, at least on the PvE. I never played PvP. Here we go. We're getting another artifact. This one's really easy. I think it's the artifact of the Destroyer. Right out here in the open. So I figured it's easy. I know I need it, so let's just get it. And here we go. And easy peasy lemon squeezy, we got ourselves another. It's a third artifact, but I didn't need one of them. But this one I do. So back to the green obelisk. We go. We're going to, and I'll just kind of show you. There we go, putting the artifact in. You see I have a few tributes, but I got a long way to go on the tributes. It's probably one of the harder things to do. But Valguero, as tributes and artifacts go, it's one of the easiest because you're going to face 3 bosses, which means on the alpha level, you're going to unlock all of that, the tech stuff from the dragon and the Megapithecus and the mana core. Anyway, so yeah, I'm getting ready to go back to Valguero. I'm going to take my armor back and repair it. We'll probably be back on Valguero in a little bit. I don't know what the next video is going to bring. If anything happens, I'll let you know. But otherwise, it might be a boss fight next time. But you know the drill. If you like this video, give it a like. And if you like the series, go ahead and subscribe. Thank you so much. And we will see you on the next one, everybody.